Reading Srimad Bhagavatam 28.5 Tashyam Prapityamanayam Abhimani Puranjanaha Vapuru Vidham Thapam Kutumbi Mamata Kulaha Tashyam, when the city, Prapidhyamanayam, put into different difficulties, Abhimani, too much absorbed, Puranjanaha, King Puranjana, Vapa, achieved, Puru, many, Vidhan, varieties, Tapan, pain, Kutumbi, family men, Mamata Akulaha, too much affected by attachment to family. Why all these hearts and all these things floating around? Why is these hearts and thing all are floating around? People are writing, is it? Why are they sending all these hearts around? Huh? They like this part here, family man and too much attached to family life, so they're sending all the hearts. When the city was thus endangered by the soldiers and Kalakanya, King Puranjan, being overly absorbed in affection for his family, was placed in difficulty by the attack of Yavana Raja and Kalakanya. Please respond. When the city was thus endangered by the soldiers and Kalakanya, King Puranjana, being overly absorbed in affection for his family, was placed in difficulty by the attack of Yavana Raja and Kalakanya. Purport by Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. When we refer to the body, we include the external gross body with its various limbs as well as the mind, intelligence and ego. In old age, these all become weak when they are attacked by different diseases. The proprietor of the body, the living soul, becomes very sad at not being able to use the field of activity properly. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is clearly explained that the living entity is the proprietor of this body, Kshetragya, and the body is the field of activity, is Kshetra. When a field is overgrown with thorns and weeds, it becomes very difficult for the owner to work it. That is the position of the spirit soul when the body itself becomes a burden due to disease. Extra burdens are placed on the body in the form of anxiety and general deterioration of the bodily functions. Omagyanatimirandasya gyananam gyana shalakaya chakshvadan militam yana tasmai Shri Guruve namaha Shri Chaitanya manobhistam satpitam yana bhutale Swayam rupa garamam dadati swaparandikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavam cha Shri Rupam Sagajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajim Shadvitam Shabdutam Parajanam Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishagan Vidam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Pranamami Hare Priyam Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubheva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namaram Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Samiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desadarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So thank you for joining in to our Bhagavatam class. Reading the Puranjan becomes a woman. This is a subject. So how to become a woman is also there in the Bhagavatam. You know, how to become an animal is also there in the Bhagavatam. How to become a devotee is also there in the Bhagavatam. Right? So today everybody who wants to become a woman, they can read this subject very clearly. So how you can become a woman? They don't know. Yes? It is all pertaining to the Prabhupada explained here. When we refer to the body, include the external gross body with various limbs as well as the mind, intelligence and ego. So our material body's construction, Jai Sri Radha, has to be understood very thoroughly. Yes? This body has got what? Senses, yes? Body has got what? Senses, right? What else the body has got? So here you can see this chapter is very gives a lot of understanding. We can read this chapter. So you can see here, I have described the 9 basic elements as the enjoying soul, nature, nature's primeval manifestation of the Mahatattva, false ego, ether, air, fire, water, and earth. Hearing, touch, smell and taste are the 5 knowledge acquiring senses, my dear Uddhava, and speech, the hand, the genital, the anus and the legs constitute the 5 working senses. The mind belongs to both these categories. Sound, touch, taste, smell and form are the objects of knowledge acquiring senses. Movement, speech, excretion, manufacture are the functions of the working senses. So 5, 5, 5 is 15 senses. In the beginning of creation, nature assumes by the mode of goodness, passion and ignorance its form as the embodiment of all subtle causes, gross manifestation of the universe. The personality of Godhead does not enter into the reaction of material manifestation, but merely glances upon nature. Is that word? Drishtiyate. What is that? Ikshayate. Ikshayate. So, then immediately everything starts working. As the material element headed by Mahatattva transformed, they received a specific potency from the glance of the Supreme Lord, and being emangulated by the power of nature, they create the universal egg. See, so this is not some Adam and Eve story. It shows how everything is working very systematically. According to some philosophers, there are 7 elements, namely earth, water, fire, air and ether, along with the conscious spirit soul and the supreme soul, who is the basis of both the material elements and the ordinary spirit soul. According to this theory, the body, senses, life, air and all the material phenomena are produced from the 7 elements. Right, so the other says, when the living entity passes from the present body to the next body, which is created by his own karma, he becomes absorbed in the pleasure and painful sensation of the new body, completely forget the experience of previous material identity, which comes about for one reason or another, is called death. So this is how it happens by previous karma, he takes another body. Now, O most charitable Uddhava, what is called birth is simply a person's total identification with a new body. One accepts a new body just as one completely accepts the experience of a dream or a fantasy as reality. Actually, I want to bring you to this part here. Okay, here. Impregnation, gestation, birth, infancy, childhood, youth, middle age, old age, and death are the 9 ages of the body. This is how the body gets into. Right? You understand? So this is how the body works, it goes through these stages. So we have to know this is our position. So we cannot change this. As Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, for one who has taken birth, death is certain. And one who has died, birth is certain also. Both are certain. It's not that die finished. So our whole idea here, it says here that you see Puranjan is growing old. Old age, and the next thing is what? Right? And we have explained many times, death is not very nice, very painful. Yes? You can read previous lecture 11, 20, 14 onwards. 11, 20, 14 onwards, death, how painful it is. Yes, we have explained. Correct? So the whole idea is try to stop this cycle of birth and death. That is the purpose of this body, human life. Human life, we must learn how to stop this cycle. And we cannot put it off. Not. Yes, you see here. As a disease, if initially neglected, becomes acute and impossible to cure. Or as the senses, if not controlled at first, are impossible to control later. An enemy, if neglected in the beginning, later becomes insurmountable. You follow? So in other words, right? We cannot say, no, we will, when we grow old, then we will think about God and, do our so-called spiritual life. This is dangerous. Senses not control initially, you cannot control when you. It's not possible. It's not possible. This is also explained by Prahlad Maharaj, Kaumaram acharat pragyo. Bhagavad dharma iha. You must start at the young age of, tender age of Prabhupada said, tender age of 5. 7 what? 7 1? 7 6 1. See? See here, this verse is very important verse. Huh? Shri Prahalad Vacha Kaumaram Acharat Pragyo Dharmam Bhagavatam Iha Durlabham Manusya Janma Tarapya Durvam Artadam. A very important verse. Prabhupada quoted this many times. Prahlad Maharaj said, one who is sufficiently intelligent should use this human form of body from the very beginning of life. In other words, from the tender age of childhood to practice the activities of devotional service, giving up all other engagement. The human body is most rarely achieved, and although temporary like other bodies, it is meaningful because in the human life one can perform devotional service. Even a slight amount of sincere devotional service can give one complete perfection. Yeah? They never say when you grow old. Does it say here, grow old? Please don't. Now is the time to enjoy. When you grow old, then you can talk about all this spiritual life and God and this and that. Yes? Yes? This is the teaching of Hinduism. Hinduism teaching up? What the teaching? No. All this, all you can do when you are. See how detrimental the misleading philosophy. Because when you are young, you have to practice austerity. When you grow old, it's very difficult to practice austerity. It's very difficult. Actually, people are only performing austerity only to improve their material standards. Understand? To increase their what? Material sense pleasure. I just showed this verse, I think. Right? You see here. If one goes and does all this austerity, one who with long endeavor executes this painful but exalted penance which awards ultimate liberation, simply to achieve insignificant sense gratification must be considered the greatest fool. Do you understand? So someone who does, actually among the Indians they are very fond of this, fasting on Monday, fasting on Tuesday, fasting on Wednesday. Correct? Their fasting means what? Very strange fasting, right? Everybody has some speculated idea of fasting anyway. But if you do all this austerity so-called for getting sense gratification, you are considered what? Greatest what? Food. Understand? Because the austerity you do, it must be for what? To get what? Huh? As Prahlad Maharaj says. What he says? You have to find the solution to stop the cycle of birth and death. That is the purpose. Not to increase the enjoyment. This defeats the purpose. In fact, the Lord says here, those who think material assets to be everything or to be the ultimate goal of life are called misers, krapana. That they do not know the ultimate necessity of the soul. Moreover, if one who avoids that which is desired by such fools, he must be also considered foolish. This is spoken by God Himself. Understand? Suppose you are going to be hanging, want to kill yourself, and you say, please give me some chicken biryani, and is that intelligence? Is that intelligence? It's stupidity, yes. And that is exactly what we are doing. What we are doing? What are we doing? Don't. This is explained in that verse. I think it's in 11:20. A wise person, knowing that although the material body is subject to death, it can still avoid the perfection of one's life, should not foolishly neglect to take advantage of this opportunity before death arrives. Understand this? Should not foolishly neglect to take advantage of this opportunity before death arrives. Yes? Death is not at all pleasing. And since everyone is like a condemned man be led to place of execution, what possible happiness can people derive from material objects or the gratification they provide? Tell me. Yes? Huh? So therefore, an intelligent person should not be like Puranjan. He is going to die now. His body has become weak. He has been attacked by so many diseases. You understand? Huh? And if a person is not trained to what? Practice austerity, to control the senses. Even at old age, he will still be thinking of trying to enjoy the senses. Especially nowadays when you are going to die, they put you in a very nice ward, no? And your bed is very nice. You've seen the hospital bed, they're all very nice. And you are reclining nicely, and in front of you there is a very big what? What? Nothing. What? Huh? Very big TV screen. Yes. Correct? And what you do? Lying down, and what are you doing? Watching entertainment, correct? Quality of life, they say, you're going to die. And what will you be watching? Yes? Yes? And your mind will be what? Attracted to what? Of course, I am sure in your hospital they will put Ramayanam and Mahabharata. Yeah? Correct? How much your mind will be engrossed? Yes? What will become of us if our mind is engrossed in Maya? Yeah? It is explained here. It is explained here in this verse. The mind of one meditating upon the objects of sense gratification is certainly entangled in such objects. But if one constantly remembers me, then the mind is absorbed in me. The solution is also there. Krishna is saying, the mind of one meditating upon the objects of sense gratification is certainly entangled in such objects. But if one constantly remembers me, then the mind is absorbed in me. It's not that there is no solution. There is what? There is solution. What is the solution? Correct? So therefore, the Lord is saying, Tasmat asat abhidhyayanam yata swapna manoratam hitva mai samadatsva mano madbhava bhavitam. Therefore, one should reject all material process of elevation which are like mental creation of a dream, and should completely absorb one's mind in me. By constantly thinking of me, one becomes purified. So many hearts are coming out. Yeah? What? I don't know who is that boy sending hearts. You see how this whole thing Krishna is telling. The solution is to become Krishna conscious. Yes? Krishna is saying, if your mind is going on sense gratification, you will be entangled, finish. Correct? But if you think of me, therefore one should reject all material process of elevation. This yoga, that yoga, all kind of crazy yoga. Forget it. That's why Krishna also says in the Bhagavad Gita, Sarva dharma parityaja mam ekam sharanam braja. Why? Because only by thinking of Krishna you can get out of this mess. Nobody else can take you out of the mess, only Krishna. You understand? Nobody else. Even the demigods themselves say, if you want to get out, only one person only can do that. Who is that? Vishnu eva na samsaya. Mukti pradataha Vishnu eva na, no samsayam, no doubt. Only Krishna can take you out. Therefore, now our program should be, by constantly thinking of me, one becomes purified. I was just thinking of this point. I am 65 years old now. I was thinking all these people who are 60 and all that. Understand? They must be doing so many nonsense from the. Yes? By the time they reach this age, I think their body is finished. Is it not? Because they practically was swimming in the sinful activities. Correct? So see, at this age, wow, look at them. Terrible. Because that's the product of sinning. On the contrary, if someone does some spiritual program, so even going that old age, that means purification will be different level. I'm not saying I'm very purified, I'm just saying, it's an analogy, how if a person does from young, sinning and sinning and sinning and sinning and sinning and sinning, so as you keep multiplying it, what will happen at the age when you grow old? Definitely his mind will be what? Out of control for sure. That's now his red senses. If you don't control young, when you grow old, can you control? Not possible. Yes. The same thing like disease and same, of course there is another example about fire and death and all that. So therefore we should try to take this a little seriously and become more Krishna conscious. And Prabhupada also was saying, if you go and drink water, if you can, while drinking water, if you can think of Krishna, that Krishna is in the Bhagavad Gita, Rasoham Apsu Kaunteya. Just by drinking water, the taste, we can remember Krishna, that's it. Somehow or other we should try to bring our life molded in such a way that we cannot forget Krishna. Yes? Satata Smartavya Vishnu. Satata, where is that word? Satata Smartavya Vishnu. Vismartavya na Jatujid. No, don't forget. We got only one principle, always remember Krishna, and the next one is not to forget him. That means there is no choice. That means there is what? No choice. So our whole purpose is to somehow or other bring Krishna within our life at every moment. It is not for making big degrees and getting big jobs or building a big empire. This is not the purpose. Our only purpose is to how to remember Krishna all time. That is all. There is no other work. There is no other work. If you think there is another work, then I already said, you are a fool. You are a what? Fool. But that is it. They say, wow, you go to the temple and think of God serving, then you are a fool. They say like that, correct? If you come here and join up, you are a fool. You look at how the madman was going to say another man is what? A fool. There's a verse also like that, Maya re what? Mugdha, what is that? Maya, the person who is Pisachi what? What is the number? It's there in the CC, One who is haunted by ghosts. He will talk all nonsense. What? For what? 425, Bhagavad Gita. 425:52, Pisachi palayena matichana haya, mayagrasta jivera haya se bhavat taya. Prema Vivarta. When a person is haunted, he becomes practically insane. When one is insane condition, he speaks all kinds of nonsense. Thus, to become engaged in sense gratification, one has to accept a friend who is durmada or badly affected by material disease. The word Asurinam Paschadva is significant. In other sense, the sunrise is first visible from the eastern side, the Bay of Bengal, and gradually progresses to the west. It is practically experienced by people in the west are more addicted to sense gratification. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself has certified Paschimera Lokasabha Mudda Anachara. The more one goes to the western side, the more you will find people disinterested in spiritual life. You will find them behaving against the Vedic standard. Because of this, people living in the West are more addicted to sense gratification. The whole consciousness is how to go to America. Yes? Isn't it? The whole idea of Indians is to get out of India. Yes or no? First choice, America. Right? Second choice, Europe. Third choice, Australia. When everything fails, Singapore. Singapore failed, you went? Malaysia. Malaysia failed, United Arab. Right? As long as I'm outside India, I'm happy. See how much a whole thing is. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, if you go out, you will be inflicted by sense gratification. Understand? The whole idea is to curb sense gratification, not to increase that. Huh? Isn't that? The more you increase, finish. As Krishna says just now, the more you get into Maya, you will be entangled, finish. The whole idea is to restrict. And you cannot restrict if you don't practice at a very young age. You don't practice, that's why, what is that word? Brahmachari? Tapasya brahmacharyena. Tapasya, you never say tapasya guru, what? Grihastayena. Does it say that? Does it say that? Huh? Tapasya brahmacharyena. Samena damena va. Niyama yemena. What is that? Sauchabhyam. Satya Sauchabhyam Yaman va. You know? So the idea is to practice this austerity. Austerity is the what? The goal of life. The more we restrict the senses, the more it will become easy to control when we grow old. The more we have free. And also, I think the previous verses it says, the more you enjoy your senses, your lifespan also reduces. Understand? And Prabhupada also wrote in the previous verse, the more you enjoy young, the more you will suffer when you grow old. Understand? It is not that you can enjoy to the max and carry on enjoying. It doesn't work like that. So therefore, I think we should be intelligent enough to take up this devotional process very seriously, especially in Kali Yuga. It is made so simple. All you got to do is wake up and just chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. And immediately Krishna will come into your mind. Yes? The more you capture Krishna, then the material disease is finished. That's it. That's all. More you capture Krishna in your heart, then the whole material thing is finished. Nothing more. Finished. But the more you forget Krishna, then the more you will remember Maya. The more you remember Maya, that means again you have to take repeated birth and death. Like here in this story, Puranjan is going to become a woman, downgrading. Downgrading. Understand? Not upgrading, it's what? That's not good. So please take it seriously. Of course, if the woman take up the process, then it's also upgrading. It is not that it's downgrading for them, it's finished. They say, yes, if they become Krishna conscious, they understand they are spirit souls, then yes, perfect. But because the woman by nature is very attracted to material, sense gratification, therefore she needs a very strong husband or father or son to help. You understand? By nature, Prabhupada right, they are prone to sense gratification. So they need strong, what we say? Association. Then again, they can also make it back. As Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, nobody is excluded. Everybody can come to him. Yeah? Yes? Striyo, Vaishya, Tata, Sutra, everybody can come. But they must become associated with very strong, good association. Otherwise, all right, we'll stop here. Any questions?
Does that mean there is 0% chance to become Krishna conscious in old age?
Huh?
0% chance to become Krishna consciousness in old age. Does that mean? But we see some people maybe becoming Krishna conscious after 50 years and all.
After 50 years you become Krishna conscious.
If some people start chanting at that time and all, does that mean?
No loss. Better late than never. You can become Krishna conscious any time of your life. It's not that only. But it's difficult when you're old. Because you are entangled with so many things. You understand? Okay, I give you an example. You are now married, right? Yes? Before you were married, you made decisions easier, correct? Right? Now you are married, you cannot make decisions very easily. Yes? Because you have to consult so many other people. Yes? Right or not? So as you grow older, your entanglement also becomes, very much, what we say, strong. And you have to consult so many people. Yes? So, but when you are alone, it's easy. That's why that young age, you are asked to do austerity. Actually, at a young age, you don't stay with parents, you stay with Guru. Because the Guru will teach you how to become renounced. You understand? So that when you grow old, just like the case of Ajamil, yes? He was entangled, correct? When he saw the Vishnurutas and all, then he started thinking, in the young age I was practicing all these things, correct? Again he became revived. That's why it says in this verse, I think this verse may be wrong. Yeah. My dear Vyasa, even though a devotee of Lord Krishna sometimes fall down somehow or other, he certainly does not undergo material existence like other fruity workers. Because a person who has once relished the taste of the lotus feet of the Lord can do nothing but remember that ecstasy again and again. So what I am trying to point out is that when at a young age when you practice Krishna consciousness, that taste, even you go away to a householder life or whatever, but that taste of that Krishna consciousness will always be lingering in your mind. Because it's the highest taste. The kirtan, the prasadam. When you were young, you did so many austerities, very blissful. Yes or not? So when you are going to a different ashram, then this thing will always be telling you, oh, how nice it was, the chanting, the dancing, there's so many things. That's why it says here, once who have tasted the lotus feet of the Lord can do nothing but remember that ecstasy again and again. So this is the idea, to get connected to Krishna. Somehow or other that connection to Krishna will always give you that, what? When can I again be a devotee? When can I again take up the process? Is it not? You are. Yes? I don't know. The dancing, the kirtan, there's so many things, the prasadam. Yes? Is it not? Huh? You follow? Because the householder ashram is a lot of headaches,
Yes.
Huh?
I agree.
So because it's designed to give you headaches, and you'll think how to get out, how to get out. If you are trained, you'll think how to get out. But like here, Puranjan is not trained. So he's trying to defend himself, like, so if your what, they say what, your system is not working, okay, we'll do transplant. Correct? If the transplant doesn't work, then okay, you go for dialysis. So you see, they are trying to what? Patch up. Always, don't worry, we'll do this, don't worry, we'll do that. Right? To make you prolong your so-called stay in the material body, to try to squeeze out as much pleasure as you can until the last moment. That is their philosophy. But ours is different. The moment, as Parikshit Maharaj heard, now I've got 7 days to go, what shall I do now? Now I have limited time, what shall I do? What this whole Bhagavatam started on that point, correct? How to escape the cycle of birth and death. You understand this? Not to prolong it or increase it or to hide away from. No. What is that? Ante Narayana Smriti. What is that verse?
216.
Huh?
216.
Huh?
216.
216, eh? This is the verse. Etavan sankhya yogabhyam swadharma pranistaya janma labha parapumsham ante narayana smriti. Right? The highest perfection of human life achieved either by complete knowledge of matter and spirit, by practice of mystic power, or by perfect discharge of the occupational duty, is to remember the personality of Godhead at the end of life. You cannot remember the Lord at the end of life if you don't practice. It's not possible. You understand? This is what we are practicing. How to get out of this body and go back. That's all it is. So that's why you're pushing, you wake up in the morning, you please chant, don't sleep, right? Try to come and associate with devotees more, come to the temple, try to do some service, some or other. Our attraction for the Lord happens, then it is saving grace. Life is successful. Our life becomes.
Yeah. Question: how, but in young age, how a woman can stay with Guru? How she progress in Krishna consciousness?
A young age?
So you said they don't stay with the parents, they stay with the Guru. So how a girl can stay in Guru?
So for the woman, she is trained by the mother how to serve the father. So by learning how to serve the father, of course the father must be devotee, and then she learns in that way. When she gets to the husband, then she learns how to serve the husband.
But if father not devotee?
Hare Krishna. Then I don't know what to say. Then she has to come and learn in the temple. Our temple now have facilities also. Women, they do service. Right? But their main thing is to serve the husband. That's why Krishna also said their duty is to serve the husband. The husband has to learn how to serve the Guru. Correct? So then he trains the wife. This is how you do, this is how. Then yes, become compatible, successful. But the husband is a rogue, then what to do? Then everything becomes messed up. Just like if your Guru is a rogue, what will happen? It's finished. Right? Because Kali Yuga, that's the problem. Everyone is a rogue and a thief. And how? How to get things? So for the women, I guess the best thing is to practice whatever they learn, whatever they can learn, practice.
So why the person take a woman body and next life?
Because Puranjan was thinking of his wife. The verse is here. What is that? 3:30 is it?
Yeah.
3:30? 30, 42. No, 42. 3:30. 34 or something. Huh?
Three
3:31, huh? Not, I think it's 3:31:41. So here, this is how it becomes a living entity who, as a result of attachment to a woman in his previous life, has been endowed with the form of a woman. Foolishly looks upon Maya in the form of man, her husband, as the bestower of wealth, progeny, house, and other material assets. Yes? So if you get attached to a woman, then the next life will become? No need to work less. A man will work for you. You sit at home, good one. Huh? You like the job? You don't like? And then make up very nicely. Huh? You don't want? What? Can watch all the serials all day. Correct? Easy what? Why don't you do? Think. That's why it says. Yeah? What do you think? Huh? Good program? Yeah, the woman can only tell. Very nice, the body of woman. No comments. Man body or woman body or anybody, it's just all trouble. It is all what? Trouble. No, there's no, what we say, joy in this human body. That's why Krishna says, get out. Get out. Stop it. What? Only way to become serious spiritual. Yes? What do you say? That's why association is so important. Can you talk like this in front of your wife? Can? Can? You get 2 slaps, I tell you. Yes? Yeah. See how? So much restriction. Very difficult. I remember whenever some astrologer visited me, my wife will quickly come and sit by my side. You know, I was very frightened whether I will take sannyas or not. I was a fear. Understand? Difficult. Anyway, all in the hands of Krishna. So I would recommend that you come regularly and associate with the devotees, and that way Krishna will some or other have. All right, we stop here. Any more questions? Anyone? Finish, yeah? All right, we'll stop.